The winter meetings begin next week. They start on Monday in San Diego, and for those of you who know about the winter meetings, it's typically the most active time in the offseason. All the teams are there, all the GMs are there, some players are there to talk to teams. There's trades, there's free agent moves. It should be a hectic week in San Diego. So knowing that the winter meetings are coming up this week and that there definitely is going to be some crazy stuff that happens, why not drop my 10 bold predictions for the 2019 winter meetings? Keep in mind, these are bold predictions, so I don't think that all of these will happen, let alone maybe even one or two of them. They are bold predictions. They're supposed to be a little bit out there, a little crazy. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like. That's the best way to support the channel. Subscribe if you're new and you enjoy the content. If you love baseball, click that sub button. We're always talking about it over here. Remember to get in the comment section down below. Give me some of your bold predictions for the winter meetings. I'd love to see what you guys think is going to happen. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at GiraffeNeckMarc. Links are in the description. I'm always talking baseball over there. So the first bold prediction that I'm going to say is going to be Steven Strasburg to the San Diego Padres. We saw them go out and trade for Tommy Pham. We saw them go out and trade for Zach Davies and Trent Grisham. We saw them grab Drew Pomeranz. We saw them trade for Jurickson Profar. They have been one of the most active teams this offseason thus far, and I don't think they're done yet. I think Steven Strasburg would be a fantastic piece for them to add to their team. They get a true ace in Steven Strasburg. You still have Chris Paddock, who pitched extremely well in his rookie season, is going to probably be even better in 2020. You've got that young pitching core in the farm system that you can help build around Steven Strasburg, coming off an amazing performance in the playoffs, specifically in the World Series, winning the MVP. He pitched a full season in 2019, pitched over 200 innings, was a Cy Young candidate. If there's anybody that the Padres should be throwing all their money at this offseason, it should be Steven Strasburg. And for AJ Preller, who needs to prove himself, he's probably on his way out if the Padres have another bad season. This would be the guy that could really push the Padres to the next level because their weakness is definitely their pitching. Why not get one of the best starting pitchers in baseball right now in Steven Strasburg? Drop the cash, go spend the money on him. He's a San Diego kid, went to San Diego State, bring him home to the San Diego Padres, get him in those brown and gold jerseys. You gotta go after Steven Strasburg. Second bold prediction of this video, let me tell you, it's a little bold, but I think the Chicago Cubs make a trade, and it's actually not going to be trading Willson Contreras. They're going to get better. They're going to trade with the Kansas City Royals and get Whit Merrifield. I'm a huge Whit Merrifield man. Met him in person, interviewed him, super nice guy. He's also a University of South Carolina Gamecock, so I'm definitely a big fan. But take away my bias for him, the dude can just flat out play. 200 hits last season. Every year that he's been in Major League Baseball, he's gotten better and better, and it's not like he was really bad ever. Great in 2019, good in 2018, still good in 2017. All the guy does is hit. He can play a variety of different positions. Specifically, he helps the Cubs out because he can play second base at a very high level. He steals bases, he gets on base. Whit Merrifield is a really, really good player, extremely underrated. You don't know much about him because he plays for the Royals. They're so bad. Get him on a winning team in a winning environment, and Whit Merrifield is going to shine. He's a top 5 second baseman in the game. He would be a huge addition for the Chicago Cubs to add to that team. They can trade some of their prospects, maybe move some guys that have some Major League experience. You gotta get Whit Merrifield. His contract is amazing. He costs almost no money, and you get a guy at the top of the order right now who's going to make an immediate impact and is going to be good for the next 3 or 4 seasons. Cubs trade for Whit Merrifield. This third prediction is probably the least bold out of everyone in this video, but the Yankees are signing Gerrit Cole, and they're going to make him the richest pitcher in Major League Baseball history. Now, Bob Klapsich just tweeted out apparently the proposed deal from the New York Yankees, which is 7 years, $245 million. I think he probably even gets a little bit more. There's definitely going to be a bidding war with him. The Dodgers, the Angels are supposedly going in hard as well for Gerrit Cole, but I think ultimately the Yankees come out as the winners and sign Gerrit Cole to a massive deal. Right now, that 7-year, $245 puts him at $35 million a year. Gerrit Cole is going to get paid. He deserves it. He is one of the best pitchers in all of baseball. He's nasty. He's young. The only way I don't see him going to the New York Yankees is if the Angels or the Dodgers make at least a similar offer. It's probably going to have to be the same, if not more. Yes, he's a West Coast guy. He probably wants to stay in California, but if the Yankees are offering him $245 million for 7 years, I don't know how you say no. He signs with that team. They're automatically the World Series favorites. I don't care what any other team is doing. It absolutely terrifies me to think that Gerrit Cole could be pitching every 5 days in the Bronx, but it just feels more and more every single day that the Yankees, they didn't spend on Machado, they didn't spend on Harper, but they are going all in on Gerrit Cole, and they're going to get him. The Toronto Blue Jays, pretty quiet, right? They're building around that core of Biggio, Bichette, and Vlad Jr., but I think they're going to be really active these winter meetings. There's been rumors that they want to go after Keuchel, that they were in on Wheeler, that they want to touch base on Bumgarner, they want to talk to all these different players, and I think that they're actually going to make some moves. Now, do I think they sign a Bumgarner? No. Do I think that they sign a Keuchel? Maybe. They might not get the top guys on the market, but I think that they're going to go out and make a lot of really good moves, specifically addressing that starting pitching. Maybe a guy like Tanner Roark, maybe a guy like Alex Wood, maybe a Michael Wacha, maybe a Dallas Keuchel. I think that would probably be the biggest guy that they would sign sign thus far in the offseason? Do they go out and make some trades? Do they try to get some talent that way? Maybe they try and splash some cash, go after a Marcell Ozuna. Like I said, these are bold predictions, so I might be going a little crazy here saying that the Blue Jays are going to spend the cash, but they have a really good core with the offense in place right now. Get some pitching around them. They have some talent in the minors. The Blue Jays have a chance to not make the playoffs or be a contender just yet, but get closer and closer to finishing that rebuild process and be a team that's going to compete in 2020. I don't know. I just got a feeling the Blue Jays are spending money. Number 5, we've got Josh Donaldson signing with the Philadelphia Phillies. Tell me that he wouldn't be the perfect player to sign with Philadelphia. We know my opinions on the Phillies. We know my opinion on the city of Philadelphia. They already have guys that are disliked on that team, like Bryce Harper. A lot of people don't like him. Jake Arrieta is a bit of a tough guy, macho man. You tell me adding Josh Donaldson wouldn't just feel like the perfect fit? They need a third baseman. He's a power right-hand bat. He would go absolutely off in that ballpark. It's a bandbox. He plays a great third base. Yes, Anthony Rendon is the prize possession on the market this year at third base, but Josh Donaldson is a really good number 2 guy to go after. It's not going to cost as much. You're not trading for a guy, so you're not losing any prospects. I feel like Josh Donaldson's the perfect fit. You throw him in that lineup with Bryce Harper, Rhys Hoskins, JT Realmuto. These Philadelphia Phillies will be a much scarier team than they already are. The 4th place Phillies might come to an end if they get a guy like Josh Donaldson. Just the swag he has, the demeanor of him, I feel like it fits perfect with the Phillies. As a Mets fan, I can see myself watching the Phillies and hating him because it's just like, oh, Josh Donaldson, he's so good. He has so much swag. I hate him, but I respect him because he's good. It feels like the Phillies are the perfect spot for him. For the 6th bold prediction, it involves Mookie Betts. And Mookie Betts, he's going to be traded at the winter meetings. It's just a matter of who to, and I think it's going to be the Cincinnati Reds. We've seen them go out this offseason. They got Mike Moustakas. They traded for Trevor Bauer last year. They've got the pitching in place, and they've got some pretty decent hitters, but Mookie Betts would be a guy to just push them over the top. There's been talks about maybe Marcell Ozuna. I think the Reds are saying, nope, we're going all in. Give me Mookie Betts. Make him the right fielder for us in Cincinnati. Mookie Betts is a top 10 player in the league, arguably could be a top 5 guy. Great fielder out in the outfield. Could even play center field if you really wanted to. He's got power. He's got speed. He hits for average. He walks. Mookie Betts is a complete player. We know this. I don't really need to sell Mookie Betts to you probably anymore. But imagine him in that lineup already. You can have Senzel. You can have Aquino, Moustakas, Suarez, Votto. You add Mookie Betts in there. I might even be forgetting somebody, but that Reds lineup would be absolutely stacked. And I think they do it. I think they go after Mookie Betts. 7th bold prediction, I'm going to say that the Mets trade Edwin Diaz. I don't know where Edwin Diaz is going to be traded. I don't know what the Mets will get back for him, but I think that the Mets end up trading Edwin Diaz this offseason, despite Brody Van Wagenen before the offseason started saying that Edwin Diaz is going nowhere. To me, it just feels like Edwin Diaz is never going to be able to be successful in New York. We saw him struggle big time last year, and I hope that he turns it around. Like, listen, I want the guy to be one of the great Met relievers of all time. It's just, I don't know if it's going to happen, and I don't know if this fan base is going to be able to give him the time that he needs to get back to normal. Because last year it was atrocious. It was a nightmare. We saw it even getting in his own head when he gave up the home run to JT Realmuto, and he kind of reacted like, oh, come on, are you kidding me? Like, he knew that he wasn't pitching well. He obviously wants to pitch better, but I just don't think that him and the New York Mets are going to be a good fit. I don't think that the Mets are actively looking to get rid of him for nothing. They definitely want something back. You have a lot of control over him, and you have seen what he does at his best. It's pretty disgusting. I think they'll definitely be looking to shop him. If they get the right move, they'll pull the trigger and trade Edwin Diaz. Ooh, 8. Man, a lot of this involves the National League East, but the Braves are going to get Chris Bryant. That's a bold prediction. They have the prospects to trade. They have a absolutely loaded farm system, and they're losing Josh Donaldson at third base. You know who would be a great addition? It would be Chris Bryant. Which, by the way, I just want to put it out there that I don't think the Cubs should trade Chris Bryant. He's so good. We saw him win an MVP. The guy has a chance to be a top player in the league, and honestly, he probably is a top player. It's just he had a couple down seasons because of injuries. But Chris Bryant is a special player. I think if you play him at third base every single day, stop doing what Joe Madden doing, put him at different positions in the outfield, just keep him at third base every day. He's an impact player. He makes that Braves team better. Now, could they go out and re-sign Josh Donaldson? Yes. Could they go after another third baseman and not give up as many prospects? Of course. But I feel like that they have the best package possible to get Chris Bryant in a trade. Like, the Angels really don't have much. They're not trading Joe Adell. And the Phillies, they have some prospects, but the Braves have a better package. I could really see Chris Bryant heading his way down to Atlanta and being the third baseman of the Braves to join that young core of Ozzie Albies and Ronald Acuna Jr. Braves are just going to be scary good, and adding Chris Bryant would make them even crazier. So actually, this is going to be the most bold prediction of the entire video. It involves Francisco Lindor being traded to the Los Angeles Dodgers. I don't know. I just got a feeling that Francisco Lindor might move at the winter meetings, and the Dodgers could be that team. Now, what would that involve them trading? Would the Indians want Corey Seager back. They'd probably want him. Would the Dodgers do that? Absolutely not. Do you trade Gavin Lux? Probably. He seems like he would definitely have to be going in that move. Kybert Ruiz, I would assume, has to be going too. Probably Dustin May, maybe Tony Gonsolin, maybe Alex Verdugo. I mean, there's a lot that the Dodgers have to offer, and really wouldn't be hurt that bad if they traded it, because you'd be getting Francisco Lindor, who is without a doubt the best shortstop in Major League Baseball. The Dodgers were embarrassed in the playoffs in 2019. They lost in the first round to the Nationals, who ended up winning the World Series. They're not doing that again. They made it to back-to-back World Series, came up short both times, and they lost in 2019 early. The Dodgers are coming out swinging in 2020. They're gonna go out and make some big moves. I think it's gonna be Francisco Lindor. Maybe they get Gerrit Cole. They've been in conversations with him. Like, how is that even possible? Where are they getting this money from? Looks like they don't care. They want to win. Francisco Lindor, Los Angeles Dodgers. Maybe, just maybe. And then the 10th and final bold prediction of today's video is going to be involving Anthony Rendon going back to Texas and signing with the Texas Rangers. The Rangers got a new ballpark. It looks beautiful. I can't wait to go to a game there. I want to go there in 2020. They've got some of the nicest jerseys in Major League Baseball now, like that baby blue. Oh, it's amazing. I love the font. They've gone out and signed some pitchers right now. Kyle Gibson, Jordan Lyles. They got Joey Gallo. They got some nice young pieces there. Go get Anthony Rendon. Stick him at third base. Make him the player that you are building the future around. He is that good of a player. He is a top 5, top 10 player in the league. Hits for crazy good average. Imagine him in Texas hitting. The dimensions look like they're going to be pretty favorable to the hitters. He's a Texas boy. Like, everything just feels right that Anthony Rendon is going to go to the Texas Rangers. He's going to get paid. He's going to get that money. And he's going to be a part of that future for that team. He's going to help lead them back to the playoffs at some point. New stadium, new look, new jerseys. It just feels like they got to get Anthony Rendon, get the fans in, get them excited about baseball again in Texas. So those are my 10 bold predictions for the winter meetings coming up starting this week. I think it goes Monday to Thursday. I would love to know your guys' bold predictions down in the comment section below. You could also let me know if you think I'm just absolutely crazy with mine. Remember to leave a like on the video if you did enjoy it. That's the best way to support the channel. And if you have not yet subscribed, click that sub button, join the team. What are you waiting for? Remember to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at GiraffeNeckMarc. Links in the description. Always talking baseball over there. And I'm gonna wrap up today's video right there. You guys know the drill. YouTube recommends you watch this video right here, as well as this is my most recent upload, so click through those if you have not yet seen them. I'll be back tomorrow with another one. We're uploading every day in the month of December, so let's keep the grind going. I'll catch you all tomorrow for another video. Bye.